Boo Hag That Cannot Count. A story in 10 chapters. Chapter 1. The lie they told themselves. They said she would stop at numbers. Every child on the Sea Islands learned it before they learned their own middle name. Leave a broom by the door. Bristles up. A little church of straw pointed at heaven. She'll kneel. She'll touch each bristle like a prayer. She'll forget why she came, because her mind will be too full of counting to remember hunger. Scatter rice. White, clean, stupid little stones. She'll whisper 1, 2, 3, until her tongue goes numb, until morning steals her shape and leaves her nothing but steam on the window. That's what they said. That's what their mamas said. That's what worked for 200 years of nights. But this one was born after the rules were written down. This one never learned numbers. No one taught her because no one thought they had to. Chapter 2. The Night That Refused to Behave. Boo Hag came on a night that didn't keep order. The clock over the stove said 3:04. Then it said 3:04 again. Then it said 3:04 again. Time wasn't moving. It was pacing, like an animal in a cage. The air was wrong. Too warm. Too close. Like breath already used by someone with a fever and a secret. It tasted like the inside of a coin purse. Metal and spit and want. The dog didn't bark. The dog lay down in the hallway and stared at the wall until his eyes dried out. Crickets didn't sing. The whole yard held its sound like it was holding a scream. She slipped in through a space that wasn't open. Not the keyhole, not the crack under the door. Through the place where the floorboards don't quite meet the baseboard. The house had a scar there. She used it like a door. Chapter 3. The Skin That Had Intentions. Left her skin folded, neatly, like she planned to return. She put it on the rocking chair, your grandmother's chair. It sat wrong, too aware of itself. The arms didn't hang. They rested. The lap had a dent in it, like someone invisible was already sitting there. The skin was not empty. That's the thing. It breathed, without lungs, without ribs. Slow, in, out. The pores opened and closed like little mouths, tasting the room. There was a scar on the left knee, a white line. There was dirt under the fingernails. Red dirt, Georgia dirt, from whose grave you knew not to touch it. Children who touch the skin wake up with fingerprints that aren't theirs. Chapter 4. The Protection That Resigned. The broom stood waiting. Still, uncounted. It had been in the family since the first free woman put a roof over her head. It had stopped them all. Every hag, every haint, every bad thing with holes where eyes should be. It was a good broom, a loyal broom. Tonight, it was just a stick with hair. It understood it had been fired, and it took the news with grace. Grains of rice lay scattered, like tiny white eyes, watching, waiting to be noticed. They never were. She stepped on them. They didn't crunch. They didn't roll. They accepted her like old friends. The floor knew her. The house knew her. The rules were for guests. She was not a guest. She was a return. Chapter 5. The weight of being selected. You woke to weight. Not heavy. Heavy you can fight. Heavy you can throw off. This was certain. Like gravity had decided to like you specifically. Like something had decided you were already asleep, and your waking up was the mistake. She sat where breath begins, that soft place at the base of your throat where fear lives, where you touch when someone says your name wrong. She listened, learned the rhythm of you, the way your heart stutters after the third beat, the way your lungs cheat and take a shallow one when they think you aren't paying attention. She memorized you like a song she planned to sing later. No counting, no delay, no mercy in repetition. She wasn't here to feed and leave. She was here to study. Chapter 6. The lecture on mathematics. People hide behind numbers, she whispered. Her voice like a thought you didn't make. Like finding a letter in your own handwriting that you don't remember writing. It was in your head before her mouth moved. They think if a thing can be measured, it can be stopped. She made a sound, not a laugh. Laughs need air. This was just the idea of amusement. They build fences out of arithmetic. They call it safety. They sleep inside it. Her hands pressed deeper, not to crush, to fit. Fingers mapping the bones of your chest, like she was looking for a door handle. Not violent, interested, the way a scientist is interested in the frog. Chapter 7. The question without an answer key. Tell me, she said softly, how do you escape? What doesn't follow rules? Your chest tried to answer. Failed. Your diaphragm forgot its job. Your ribs became a cage, with the bird already gone. The room got smaller, or your mind got bigger, or the space between atoms got curious and came closer to look. You made the rules, she said. Not for me, for you, so you could sleep. She tilted her head. The motion was wrong. Too smooth. No bones involved. What happens when I don't play? The broom fell. On its own. No wind. No foot. No reason. It just gave up and went horizontal on the floor. Bristles splayed. Helpless. Meaningless. 100 tiny accusations that suddenly had no one to point at. Chapter 8. The skin that remembers. In the corner, something shifted. Her skin. It twitched, like it was remembering what it used to hold, like it was bored of being furniture. The left hand flexed. The fingers curled, then straightened, testing, checking if the joints still worked. The mouth on the face opened. No sound came out, just a dark, patient hole. It wasn't trying to get to her. She was trying to get to it. You understood that backwards now. She was the part that left. The skin was the part that stayed. And the skin was getting impatient. Chapter 9. the difference between obey and choose. She leaned closer, closer than breath, closer than thought, closer than the name your mother gave you, that you only hear when you're in trouble. Her face was a suggestion, eyes like wet river rocks, a mouth that was just a line someone drew with a dirty finger. It wasn't ugly, it was unfinished, like she was still deciding what to look like. I don't count, she said. I choose. And somewhere outside, or inside, a voice that sounded like B.R. Rabbit might have laughed. Quiet, knowing, the laugh of something that lives in the briar patch and watches fools run into thorns, because numbers only work on things that agree to be counted. The skin in the corner stood up. It didn't need bones. It didn't need her. It had been practicing. Chapter 10. The morning that proved nothing. Morning came anyway. It always does. The sun isn't brave. It's just scheduled. It shows up to work, even when the night shift was a massacre. But the skin by the door was gone. Not taken, not burned, withdrawn, like an offer, like a threat. The broom was still uncounted. It stood like a question no one could answer. You picked it up. The handle was warm, not from the sun, from use. You counted the rice while your coffee got cold. 214. You counted again. 215. One of them had rolled in from another room. Your chest had 2 handprints on it. Not bruises. Dense, like someone made a clay model of you and pressed too hard. They didn't fade. You went to work. You came home. You pretended. That night, you didn't put out rice. You didn't put out the broom. What was the point? At 3:04 a.m., the air got warm again. Too close, like breath already used. You didn't wake to wait. You woke to absence. The space next to you in bed was cold, not empty, cold, like someone had just gotten up, because she doesn't count. She chooses, and last night she chose to let you sleep. So tonight you would lie awake and understand the rule was never for her. It was for you, and now you know it doesn't work. The bottle tree outside didn't hum when the wind blew. It inhaled, slow, learning the rhythm of you all over again.